107.5 WGCI, the Shy's #1 for hip hop and R&B. And listen, we love it when our people stop by. And it's been a while since we seen this young lady. She's got a lot to talk about, but she also has a stellar son who's in the McDonald's All-American game. Johanna, Leia is in the building. What's happening?
How are you?
I mean, it's been a while since since the last time you was here. It was you, Peyton, and what's my girl name?
I don't know.
That was a long time ago. But you have like taken off since then. So what's going on with you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be home.
Okay, and why are you back home?
Amari is playing the McDonald's All-American game.
Now, if for the people out there who don't know, Amari Bailey is one of the top players in the country. On his way to UCLA, right?
He is.
Now, how does that make you feel? Proud mom, all the time and the effort and the years of AAU ball, back and forth. You know, being that, because y'all two have a very inseparable bond. One thing I love about you, you're not a hovering basketball mom. You get in where you fit in, but I just like the way y'all vibe with each other. What is it now to see the payoff that he's going to the next level and he's excelling?
Honestly, it's crazy. It's been a long time coming. You know, we left Chicago right before he was supposed to go to high school, and Chicago's paved the way for basketball. So to think that the city has given him really all of his groundwork and foundation of basketball, and now he's going to UCLA, like,
That's
it really
paid
just doesn't
off.
get any better.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's talk about you, because you're famous too. Like when the show came on, I mean, you're a little famous. I mean, you know, you might have had dinner somewhere. You know, I'm just saying, how does that affect them, and how do you keep that separate from bothering Amari? Because a lot of people might think like, man, his mom is famous too, and then it's all this pressure at the games. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep that away from them?
It's funny. I think Amari said it best. Like, I've lived with you being my mother my whole life. So
I know
one dinner,
yeah.
didn't change any of that for me. So, the media is going to be the media.
Of course.
The internet is going to be the internet. There's always trolls that have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, if anything, it's handling him for the next level. I think it's getting him ready for the next level. So for me, I told him, take that and use that for what they're going to talk to you about when you're getting asked a million questions.
So do you have a clothing line? Because I see you on the Fashion Nova tip. You be killing the game with the marketing.
Shout out to Fashion Nova. I love them.
How did that come about, and are you looking to do more things like that in the future?
Well, I modeled for 17 years, so this is kind of, Fashion Nova to me is just, the e-com business is just kind of the way of the world now. So I love them. They are a pleasure to work with. But no, I started a sports marketing company.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Say word.
Yeah.
That's strong.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Now who are you? You looking at some of the guys that are in college, like all sports, like football and everything? Or are you focusing just on basketball?
Basketball for right now.
Okay.
We've definitely done some, obviously Amari's NIL deals. And it's exciting. It's exciting to see that kids actually can get
paid now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And a lot of people forgot about that new law that passed. Now, if somebody with sunglasses wants to sponsor you and give you a check, you can get that money.
Absolutely. And what's so dope about UCLA is they are actually supporting their athletes, so their athletes can actually be in uniform. So he can wear a 10 jersey with UCLA on it and come get a check. So
that's crazy. It's come a long way. Now, got to get back to it. I got to get my Kendra G on now. Girl, I love to see a black woman doing her thing, girl.
Where is Kendra?
Kendra's somewhere being fabulous.
Okay.
Probably in another country somewhere knowing her. But at the end of the day, though, like, how do you deal with the whole, like, the Drake thing and a lot of guys in the industry, because who you are, a very attractive woman, nonetheless. How do you shut some of that stuff down, or the rumors down, or do you get looked at differently? A black woman owning a sports marketing company, she just a pretty face, and not really knowing that you're the brains behind the organization.
It's funny. I tell people, like, I stepped into the men's club. As much as women have, gotten their kudos in the sports industry, I have single-handedly walked into the Lions Den, and it's okay. I'm up for the challenge. They've wanted to knock what I've done since he was a little kid. It would be the dads and the people asking, well, so what are you doing with Amari, and where are you going to put him next, and who's training him, and what what do you think about this school, and what do you think about this program? So they've always wanted my opinion, but just giving me the credit for it was never something that should have come with it. So
so they figured like, oh, she gonna drop the ball, she don't know what she's doing, and she's gonna need me to step in and do that. But you know your way around the thing. At the end of the day, when all this is said and done, and Amari's, he's gone, maybe he's had a successful basketball career or whatever. What do you want the memory or the legacy of you to be, as far as your son and everything that he's done?
I want them to see a single black mom who can get it done.
Okay.
We don't have to sell our kids off. We don't have to hand them off to a handler. We don't have to put them with families that are better off for an opportunity. I think that there are things that I could teach mothers, families, dads, whoever, what it takes to really get to that next level, and not having to kind of sell your soul.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
The Sierra Canyon, right?
Yes.
Now, that seems like it's just a rock show every game. You look to the right, you got the Migos sitting in there. You got everybody, the who's who of the industry in there. When you talk to Amari about that, because, I mean, let's face it, he is a teenager. Mm-hmm. And I got a couple live in my house, and I know how certain things could go to their head. Oh, my daddy worked with Jesus. No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? How do you kind of like contain that? And then sometimes do you have to, because I watched the TV show that the guys had, and I remember when they had a couple of episodes where he was coming late to practice, but he was the senior guy, so they were looking at him for leadership. How does mom deal with that? Because like I said, y'all real cool, but how do you flip that switch and be like, look, still your mama?
So it is a struggle. I mean, that they weren't playing when those teenage years kick in. They said a grown man, like, I was not ready for that.
Right.
But I mean, it's a fine line. It's definitely a fine line. And then putting on the managerial hat is even harder. So it's like, it's juggling those three fine lines. But it's just kind of finding balance. One thing I did learn from Amari was that, hey, you can just talk to me. Like, you don't have to come tough at me. Like, right. you can have a conversation with me. And I have to talk to myself and remind myself, okay, Johanna, you can talk to him. Because there are times you just want to knock his head off.
As a parent, you like, you ain't trying to hear all this new age parenting. Get your ass in there and do what I told you to do. Right.
And it's hard because, I mean, there is that balance. I mean, the notoriety that he's getting, the attention that he's getting, them wanting to hear his voice so often with stuff. So, I mean, it's hard to kind of keep him in that space. But for the most part, he's a good kid. He really is.
So what is it like to just have Bronny James Jr. pop up to the house and be like, hey, my dad's coming to get me, and Bron just pull up and come grab somebody to come to the game. What is that kind of like? Is that kind of like a weird thing? Be like, damn, I just sat here and LeBron James just gave me some M&M's. Like, is that weird?
No, it's not.
Savannah hanging out with the Jameses.
Yeah, no, it's not weird. I mean, Bronny's a great kid, but he has his security, so he's good. But no, they're kids at the end of the day,
right.
And that's what's to me that's the beauty. The world sees them as these.
Right, because that blows my mind to think that Amari's just sitting up playing 2K. I'm thinking like when he's not at school, he's doing some drills or something to get ready for the league, but they actually just kick it.
No, they're kids. Like they're kids. So, and it's honestly, it's nice to see that. I mean, when you get the pressure of you're not daddy, and you hear Taco Tuesday every time you walk into a gym, it kind of gets like
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. So, but they're great. I mean, again, he's a kid at the end of the day, finding his way, getting his sea legs. His dad is his dad. So
I mean, I gotta ask, out here, I mean, what's the status? Is you single? You dating? I mean, a lot of brothers want to know. This is top flight information.
Oh, man.
I mean, a lot of dudes. A lot of cats want to know. Hell, a lot of females want to know. This is 2022. We're an open society right now, so we got to include everybody. What's going on with Johanna and Leia? Are you just focused on you now, or is there somebody interesting out there that doesn't sing rap songs?
There's definitely interesting people.
Any hints? Like, is the certified lover boy still in the mix, or that's done?
Yeah, I'm enjoying life.
Tell she run a marketing company. You see how she hitting that?
I'm enjoying life. So.
You enjoying life?
Yeah.
Well, what is enjoying life first? And when I say I enjoying life, I'm a father of 3 that's been married for 20 years. So having a joint in the backyard and the beer, I'm enjoying life.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
right.
It's not having a joint and the beer in the backyard for you. What's enjoying life?
I'm definitely
checking the scene out. Huh?
I'm mingling.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me do this. Because this is my homie. I ain't gonna keep pressing it like that. Okay. So if in fact you were to mingle, what qualities does a guy have to mingle with Miss Leia? Like, because you might be an intimidating person to come up to. I mean, damn, we had a dinner in the damn middle of a basketball arena with Drake. Like a dude like, how I'm gonna top that? I got some Chick-fil-A at the house, you know what I'm saying, and some Netflix. We can watch a series. So what type of guy can approach
It's the man. I think I like someone who's well in tune with themselves.
Okay.
Who can communicate.
Okay, that eliminates Kodak Black, so we know it's not him. Because he in tune with himself, but I don't know about the communication part.
His album kind of went crazy, though.
See what I'm saying? See, look at all the Kodak, look at all the super gremlins. Like, I got a shot! Super gremlins got a shot!
No, I like a man who's in touch with their feelings.
Okay.
I don't think as women we give enough credit for that.
And as men, we don't teach young boys that too. I was just having that conversation with somebody the other day. They were like, when women wear certain things online, they should expect to get a certain type of reaction. I said, well, we got to teach our young men not to react like that. Like,
that's true. I get slandered all the time because I'm either half naked or whatever. But I grew up in a dispensation. I mean, I modeled, so to me that's like the norm. You get a check for it, and that's that. It's business.
But a guy just like, ooh, ass and titties. I'm so beat that out of her. So at the end of the day, you doing you.
Yes.
You're enjoying life. Focus on Amari. How's he feel about coming back home?
He's happy to be home. Well, so this year is exciting because you have the McDonald's All-American game.
Yes.
And then they have the Jordan Bryan Classic that's going to be out here as well. So
and then he played here against Glenbard West, which was a very exciting game. Well, I'm happy for y'all, man, because like I said, we've watched him basically grow up in basketball, and we watched the success of y'all. I'm glad you came by to talk to us about, stuff other than the certified lover boy. But we had to ask you that, we want to know the secret, and guys want to know if they have a shot. So once again, guys, you got to be fully aware of yourself, in touch with your feminine side, and you have to communicate.
Yeah.
Now you got to be able to look at him.
I like someone funny.
You got to be able to look at him. Now, what if he's a little handsomely challenged, but he got a great personality?
I mean, I think we are a visual society, I think. I think you have to,
That's like seeing the baby and be like, oh, look at the little shoes on them. Damn well, because you can't comment on everyone. Before you go, I got to ask you this. What did you think about Will Smith smacking Sonic rings out of Chris Rock? How did that?
And that's so funny. So we saw it this morning when we got up, and I'm just like, wow, like, what really happened? And then when Forbes put on there, because it was alopecia, like... Yeah, so Jada Pinkett has been dealing with alopecia for a while, so that's why she's having hair loss. So she's got her hair cut low. So when he made the G.I. Jane joke, because Demi Moore cut her hair low for that role, I guess Fresh Prince turned into a gangster rapper. Yeah. Well, and that's funny that you should say that. So... a friend of mine in the car was like, well, he had to do something to get his legs back. So I'm like, wow. I don't know. I mean, to me, at the end of the day, it's comedy. Like, what? You can't take the joke?
You wasn't there?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would just think you get invited to all types of stuff like that.
I was not there.
Really?
I was not there.
Okay.
No, but, I just think it's ridiculous.
You got your choices, right?
Okay.
You got your options.
Okay.
Handsome dude, flyest brother you ever seen. Like, physically just an Adonis. Got a regular job. Billionaire, a little bit older than what you used to, but you know, still at one time you could tell he was handsome, but maybe he's in his late 60s. Billionaire, or rich millionaire rapper, or regular Joe that just average dude. Pick one.
No, you can't do that. Okay, we can eliminate the billionaire. We can eliminate the handsome guy.
You eliminate the billionaire?
And the handsome
I'm
guy.
gonna date the billionaire. Grown ass man, like, hey, billionaire.
I'm not. That's never been my thing.
No?
No, it's never been about money for me, ever. And that's a big. In fact, I get that too often. I think people think it's only about the money for me.
No, I don't think that, but I also don't think, I don't see you sitting in Applebee's neither eating.
There's something like, you know, every once in a while you want a cheeseburger. Like, it's okay. Like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, you gotta have options.
Okay,
right?
all right, that's fair, that's fair. Hey, listen, I appreciate you stopping by, man, taking some time out your busy schedule. Tell Amari I said good luck and God bless. You know, I tell him them braids gotta get a little hang time. You a little short back there. Tell him don't let me start growing braids and catch up with them, cause I seen them. Gotta get a little hang time.
All right, I'm gonna definitely let him know.
I appreciate you, man. Johanna, Leia, stopping by, man. Show us some love. The mother of Amari's baby. Basketball mom, mogul. We're going to put that in the air.
Well, thank you.
That sports marketing about to take off. You need an agent, let me know. I'm come through. I got a little mouthpiece. I got a little creativity.
All right.
Let's
I appreciate that, Leah.
GCI.